Alright, what's going on, guys? Today I'm switching up a bit, doing a POV style video, and I just wanted to talk about some of the reasons why I decided to buy a 350Z. So as some of you may know, I've had this car for about a year and a half now. It's my first real kind of sports car, my first manual car, and there's a couple reasons why I decided to buy it. Now, I've never really been a huge Japanese car kind of guy, especially before this car. I'd always kind of liked a lot of more American stuff like Corvettes, Mustangs, that kind of stuff. But one of the reasons why I couldn't get one of those cars is because the insurance at my age for a car with a V8 is just way too expensive. So that kind of ruled out any kind of a car with a V8 aside from maybe an SUV or something like that that's not seen as dangerous by an insurance company. But obviously I didn't really want an SUV, I wanted a sports car. So then I also ruled out pretty much any kind of a German car just because of the maintenance costs on them. And I know, obviously there are probably plenty of reliable German cars out there, but I really didn't want to take my chances because there are, especially with the more performance-oriented ones, there are plenty of unreliable ones. To be honest, I really just didn't know enough about them to know which ones are reliable, which ones aren't. So I kind of ruled out any kind of a German sports car. So that left either an American V6 car or pretty much any kind of Japanese car, mainly because of the reliability. And at the time when I bought this car, the only kind of V6 American sports car that I would want would be the more modern V6 Mustangs, the ones that eventually made 300 horsepower, which is about what this car has. The only ones that I could afford at the time would have been the older ones with the 4-liter that made 200. So it was really just kind of the performance that this car offered for, like I said, low insurance costs comparatively, and also the reliability as well. I also felt that this car offered a more kind of well-rounded package than something like a V6 Mustang would, even if I got the one that had 300 horsepower, the newer ones that started in 2011. I think this car probably has a lot better handling. I like the handling on this, although to be fair, I have never driven a V6 Mustang, so I can't say from experience. So I was considering some other cars as well, maybe a WRX or something of that nature, maybe a Mazda Speed 6. But really, I wanted something a little bit more sporty, like a 2-seater, mainly because I really just didn't need the practicality of something like a sedan or something that had all-wheel drive, just because I didn't plan on driving this car in the winter, because I was going to be at school during the winter at college, so I didn't need the car. It was more of just kind of for fun, and also to get me to work during the summer. So I figured, why not get something that, in my opinion at least, looks cooler, stands out more, and is more kind of a sports car rather than a sports sedan, like say a WRX. I also like the fact that this car offered a 6-speed rather than the older WRXs, which was probably all I was going to be able to afford, offered 5 speeds. Obviously the SDIs have 6 speeds, but that was going to be a little bit out of my price range at the time when I bought this car. Now, with all that being said, my insurance rates are about to actually drop by a lot in these coming months, mainly because I'm going to reach 3 years of driving experience, which means that my rates will drop a lot. So theoretically, I could probably get a V8 sports car like a Mustang GT, a Corvette, or a Camaro, maybe even a GTO, something like that if I wanted to. But I am going to make a separate video on that soon in the future, discussing kind of what the future holds for this car, whether I'm going to put more work into this or just get a new car completely. Anyways, guys, though, that's it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.